I'm not like my dad. I'm smarter than him. Better than him.
Tariq St. Patrick has a huge challenge ahead of him. Loyalty will be tested in episode 8. We know that the Rico has officially begun when they picked up Diana from the dinner table, and now we're going to have to see who we can believe in, who we can trust, who's going to hold it down, and who's going to do the backstabbing. So you already know in episode 8, there's going to be some people trying to set some people up. And today we're going to be breaking down the exclusive photos that they dropped for episode 8. Now, before we jump into this and we break down these photos, if you like power content, breakdowns, theories, and predictions like this, then hit your subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Make sure you hit that like button and follow me on Instagram right here. Tariq, he has information about Lauren. Diana's about to get jammed up, and in that clip we seen this week, we see Davis telling Diana to put Saxe on Effie's case. Now we know Effie and Tariq, they haven't been on the best of terms, and she is now partnered up with Kane behind Tariq's back to put some work in her pockets so she can make money for the tuition. But Tariq needs that photo of Noma's daughter so he can get from up under Noma. Will this work out for them? I'm not too sure, because we know Tariq in the trailer does mention there is a Rico coming, and they might be trying to set up Effie for the fall. Now, if this can go through, this would be good for them. But then when you really think about it, this is all bad because Effie knows about the operation. She knows a lot on Tariq. She knows a lot on Brayden. But the feds, they are looking towards Effie because they know that she was the one that got rid of Lauren. But if you remember, Blanca, she took Lauren. Tariq confirmed it in the DEA bathroom that it was only Effie. So is Tariq going to be trying to tell Lauren to only go after Effie? This will be considered one of the biggest cases in Blanca's life. She's been trying to get James St. Patrick for the longest, Tommy Egan, and now she has an opportunity to get Tariq St. Patrick, aka Baby Ghost. The Rico has begun. They came and got Diana, and that was basically a warning shot to the whole Tejadas that we're on you and we know what's going on. All of the dope from the different spots, Jamaica Ave, the Russians, Stansfield, Weston Holdings, they're all a match. So for Blanca, remember, she's the one that brought in the whole Rico. Jenny didn't have that kind of clout. So right now it looks like Blanca is going to be the one taking the lead and trying to figure things out, because this Rico falls up under the DEA and not up under the state. Her primary mission is to get Tariq St. Patrick, and I can see her getting a step closer, but Tariq St. Patrick is always 3 or 4 steps ahead. Plus, he can call in a couple of favors with Tate. Now, I do believe that Blanca, they might get one person off the street, but I could see her potentially getting Effie after this little setup and having her go with her to go find out about Lauren being alive. So I think Blanca's going to be trying to use Effie to turn against everybody else, while everybody else is trying to set Effie up to get the heat off of them. As far as the order of things happening, I'm not sure where the scene with Diana is going to fall. Maybe early in it because she got arrested. So I can only assume that Monet went and got Davis and told him to go up there to talk to Diana. But wherever it falls, we know that Saxe, he's on Davis's bad side in this episode from the little clip telling Diana to put Saxe on Effie. So maybe Davis sees Saxe and Jenny talking in the hallway, because we do have a picture that dropped this week, and he's starting to realize that maybe Saxe isn't in our best of interest. Maybe Saxe isn't really holding it down for us, and he's really giving information to Jenny. So that's why he's telling Diana, listen, Monet gave me word that maybe we need to be looking at Effie. Or Davis is pretty smart, so he might already be assuming that Saxe wasn't playing fair from the get-go and been watching him, and now he found out that, hey, I might have to expose him and he's not really good for the whole operation. I know there's video floating around, trailers, old teasers that have dropped, and we do see Theo in the car with Saxe. Now, we know that in the trailer, you hear Davis saying, put the gun down. Now, I'm not too sure how this is going to play out, but I can only assume that it's probably Theo, because remember, he was kind of ungrateful, but the reason he was feeling that way towards his brother Davis is because he took that charge so Davis could become better. So he's basically feeling like, you did all this dirty stuff to get me out, then me going to jail was a waste of time. So him holding up Saxe could be, hey Saxe, why'd you get me out? Why are you helping my brother? Now, is Theo gonna kill Sax? I'm not too sure about that. Is Theo gonna kill himself? I could probably go down that road more than Sax getting killed by him, just for the simple fact that Theo, he did all of this for his brother, and as long as he's out, that information could get out that he took the charge for Davis when he wants Davis to keep his hands clean. Effie on the run is a beautiful sight. We've already been trying to get Effie out of the organization. She's been bringing Tariq St. Patrick down, and now it looks like they might be setting her up. Now, I'm not sure what she's carrying in this box, but when we seen this clip in the teaser, we were all wondering when was it going to happen. And it looks like episode 8, Effie might be on the run. Now, this is good for Tariq and them if they can set Effie up with the drugs. But you got to remember, Effie knows everything that's going on, and the only leverage they really have is that Tariq knows Lauren is alive. So I don't think Tariq is going to give up this information to the Tejadas, because he still needs to keep some of his information concealed away from them so they can't use it against him. But with Effie on the run, I could potentially see her and Blanca, because the DEA is cracking down. If Blanca brings her, she might be the one to show that Lauren is still alive. Now, I don't think Tariq is going to be the one to tell anybody this, so she might get exposed to it, because when you think about the Rico, they're not after Effie. They could have came and got Effie months ago for the attempted murder of Lauren. They're trying to get all their ducks in a row so they can go ahead and bring down Tariq and the Tejadas. So it might look like Effie, she could be working with the law. Now, I don't know if she's going to say anything, but if the DEA or Gianni gets a hold of her, I could definitely see Effie trying to set somebody up, when we know in the clip that they dropped, even Davis is telling Diana to go after Effie. Lastly, we know it's going to be up to Monet to hold the family together. If Monet ain't doing it, who will? You know, Kane, he's basically like an outcast at this moment. Once Monet took the side of Drew, Kane started to realize it's really me out here versus the world. On top of, he's already been looking at Monet and questioning how she's moving with the insurance policy and with her backing Drew at the funeral, saying we're going to go with his idea. So Monet, one thing we know she's good at, and that's wearing designer. And the second thing is getting herself out of sticky situations. So she's probably telling Kane, we got to set Effie up so we can stay clean. But we know how Kane feels towards Effie. He paid that tuition because he wants to be with her. So Monet, I expect her to be nothing but Monet this episode, and she will manipulate and get them out of every situation that they are in, even if it takes a little bit of money to pay Davis. People keep telling me that this might be the end for Sax. I could see it happening, but at the same time, we could see Sax sticking around because he's giving information to both sides. He's actually pushing the story along. Think about what Jenny Sullivan would have accomplished without Sax. Nothing. Think about what Davis would have accomplished without Sax. Not much. I mean, he got the Tejadas, but Sax is the one connecting the dots for everybody. So if Sax does die, that's going to hurt both sides. But hey, this is power, and we know no one lasts forever. So if he does go, then I'll stand by the decision of whoever kills him, because I'm sure they're going to kill him for a good reason. All right, let me know what you think about that. And you see Junior is in the warehouse right now doing another sample of that cocaine. What are your predictions for episode 8? Remember, we have a break after episode 8 of 1 week. So we got a lot of stuff we're going to be covering these next weeks coming up. But let me know what you think about this whole situation. Who's going to get jammed up? Who's doing the setting up? Who's getting killed? What are your predictions for episode 8? I'm Monet. Let me know what you think. If you like this kind of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.